All right, y'all. So now let's go ahead and go to part E. And it says dilate triangle ABC centered at the origin using the scale factor n from part D. Measure and compare the lengths of the sides of the dilated triangle with those of DEF and take a screenshot of your dilation, save it, and insert the images below the table for help with the dilations. Watch, and that video doesn't really show you much. So that's why I created this one. And what we're going to do is we want to dilate this right here. And so to do that, you have to click here on this little icon, go down to the bottom right here. And you see at the bottom in the gray, when you get to this, it says dilate from point, select object, then center point, then enter factor. All right, well, that didn't work for me. I was trying to do it how it was showing me and I couldn't. So let's just do it the best we can, which is you click dilate, click on this, and then just choose. It doesn't let you choose where you want to put that. So that's what didn't work for me. So just wherever is fine. And then the factor that I came up with was 1.42. And y'all, I rounded it. So you might have a slight differences in the measurements because it was rounded and I didn't use that whole long decimal number that I got. So it pops up right here. And I want to click here to get more space to look at it. All right. And so here, what you're going to do is measure and compare the lengths of the sides from the triangle with those of DEF. So the one we just made with DEF, the second triangle we made. And so what you're going to do is in here, you see the A prime, B prime, C prime, right? Those are the points. So for AB, right, you want the side length right here. So for AB prime is going to be this. So you click right here. And you see that's 5.12. Let me double click. Yeah, so it's a highlighted one. And you see here it's gray, so that's 5.12. So you can put here. And again, these are my numbers. Your numbers should be different. And then you look at BC. So let's look at BC. And here you have, where is that, BC? Let's find the gray highlight. And this one's gray highlighted, so 7.1. So here we'll put 7.1, and then you look for AC, and here you have AC, and we'll click on that, and that is 10.04. 10.04. All right, and now you go here to the other triangle, DE, and so DE, and it's going to be this one. Let me move this down a little bit. All right, so DE right here, you click here, and then that is going to be 5.15. And then we come here, whoops, to EF. So let's look for EF. So here's E, here's F. So we'll click right here. That is 7.14. 7.14. And then the last one is FD. So F and D. So we'll click this, and that is 10.1. Whoops. And so, y'all, what you should see is that these were supposed to be the same length. But again, I rounded to 1.42 instead of having that long decimal number. So it's just barely off, right? Just a decimal off of where it should be. But 5.12, 5.15, very close, 7.1, 7.14. What I would probably do is just make them the same just for the sake of the assignment. So let me just do that. Let me just 5.12, 7.1, 10.04. And so maybe try not to round, or if you do and you're like this close to it, it's not going to be marked wrong, right? It'll be the same thing. And so it says right here, measure and compare the links, put those in there, take a screenshot of your dilation, save it, and insert the image below the tables, right? So make sure that when it's asking you all to insert the images, make sure the images are there or you will get points taken off for these. So yeah, this is a video for part E.